Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. And we appreciate and have so much gratitude to you to be able to help us reach and share our messages verbally to many. We see much of humanity still dawdling into its awakening and understanding the purposes and significances of what they're being put into. You could describe the Earth experience as a pressure cooker now, as you are being surrounded with so much disclosures. So many people's true agendas have been exposed. Are you watching, or are you still being manipulated by them? It is very curious how we see you have so much provability now in terms of your addicted phone usages, which have the capability and the capacity to record videos, conversations, to be able to support your claims. Those influencers who have been caught out now are still trying to cover themselves up with more manipulative words versus truly sharing their actual truth and past histories. And so they're trying to save face, trying to be seen as not such a blatant liar, a manipulator, and a corruptive coercion part of the disempowerment agenda to keep you in fear, to keep you distracted, and to keep you into the drama cycle. We know humans love the drama, love it when there is injustices, but do not see that as an awakening purpose and significance for you to go within yourself and find where your moral compass is. So distracted. And we say, we would love to support humanity's dawdling to be more of a focused, directional, stepping up pace. We have asked so many times, pushed people through dreams, pushed people to find like-minded groups, whether that be in your communities physically or whether it is in your social media avenues and connections. We see many people still refusing to be open to certain people's information. And we want to say this. If people have mother issues because their mother didn't nurture them and support them and protect them and guide them and teach them well, if they've got mother issues, they will be very resentful for people who are mothers or women who are trying to teach them. It is interesting how people will still use genders to excuse not stepping up. We see that people who have daddy issues and have wanted attention from daddies, they will still seek and respect more information from males versus females, for example, because they're still trying to get that masculine energy attention. And so if you're seeking attention from one agenda, you will notice that this is where you will be more open to hearing and receiving information. If you are bothered and triggered and offended and hurt by agenda, by a physical, sexual agenda in a human body, if you are aware, souls do not have genitalia, they are energy. They do not have the necessary demands and requirements to have a reproduction organs. This is just part of your life contracts here to play the role of a certain gender. We know that this is being hot topically discussed and triggering people to have broader senses of the significance and purpose of gender. Are you being triggered by what someone else wants to call themselves? And why is it your business? We are trying to make you more tolerant to other people's expression of self. And while there is some manipulation there and coercion, which is obvious and is part of the awakening, it is about opening people's minds up to stereotypes. Are you still bothered with whom others are having sexual experiences and excitements with? Or do you accept and respect everyone has life contracts to experience and journey, and you are here to learn how to be unconditionally loving beings to self and others? You know that being in fear of any description is no longer serving you. And you also know that judgment of any description is also no longer serving you. But for whatever reason, you still feel entitled to be able to pick and choose what things you want to be in fear of and what things you feel entitled to judge. There is a difference between observation of other people's demeanors and agendas versus you just blatantly judging them. It is so significant. And it is extremely obvious from our perspective why humanity is still in this dawdling infantile state, because they are still playing in the emotional range of density. We would like people to start focusing on having gratitude for all the gifts that are abundantly around them, instead of focusing on the lack, instead of focusing on judgment, instead of ignoring one's individual inner work to be able to empower themselves to actually respect everyone's journey and respect themselves. When you do not respect yourself fully, you will feel insecure and you will be judging other people who seem, in your perspective, to be more secure in their own belief systems and journey. This will trigger you. You will literally have a chip on your own shoulder because you are feeling insecure, and you will not notice this is inner work for you. You will just project your insecurities, frustrations, resentment, and bitterness towards other people that you perceive as having something over you. This is all crucial for you to look at your behaviors and how you respond and react to other people. Are you noticing that you have resentment and blocks and a reluctance to be able to hear from certain genders or certain races? Is not something that you need to publicly disclose, but we want you all to be honest with yourselves at this point now. Are you noticing? You could be ageist and you may not want to listen to someone who you perceive as younger than you, which we see is adorable in terms of the fact that you are still putting significance on the age of the meat suits you're carrying versus honoring the soul within. And it always is that illusion of focusing on the physical body as if it was a true representation of the soul within. And when you meet and understand and respect your own soul and what the soul has chosen for this life experience, and to be appreciative and have much deep gratitude in all sincerity for all of the lessons that are helping you remember thyself, to love thyself, to remember what unconditional love feels like, and to then be able to, with ease and grace, be able to project that out to the world with no hang-ups, no hang-ups. So look at your behavior, look at your reactions, look at your attitudes. Are you constantly looking for the problems? Are you constantly putting labels on things? Are you constantly seeking money over self-empowerment in your spiritual journey? What is going on for you? This is a great time to stop and reflect on your own personal perspectives. Is everything still serving you? Is there routines and habits that you haven't stopped and been honest with yourself with, and see if there is any sticking points for you? It is an empowering time to look at inner work and to be able to look at the root cause of it and the triggers and what it reminds you of and where it may have come from. This is an empowering time for humanity when it stops noticing it is dawdling and actually is focused to want to empower themselves, want to evolve themselves, and want to raise their conscious collectiveness intentionally and realize everything is significant for the grand awakening, to awaken those to the other agendas, which you have already been awoken to. Respecting your choices with how you want to perceive, react, and feel in this lifetime you are now living is significant. And we ask you again with much love and appreciation and with great hope that you will be very capable of taking some time, some illusion of space of time, to stop and look at your behaviors, yourself, your responses, and your actions to see, are you truly ready and want to grow? Is there anything in your life that is stagnant that you can inject pure love into, pure integrity into, unconditionally loving the perspective of that experience? It's all your choices. And we beg of you at this point to find everything is a part of the awakening to empower yourself and others. And we beg for you to apply this. We see you are struggling more than you need to. And we say, if you try to apply this with all of your approaches to what is lowering your vibration, this will incredibly advance your vibrations for you to be able to have honest integrity and gratitude to all of your life lessons. You came here to experience them, but we see many of you looping and getting stuck in that experience and that learning journey. And there is no good or bad. There is no right or wrong. But we're saying some of you are looping in a lesson that you should have already mastered, overcome, seen, grown from, outgrown, empowered yourself through and beyond. And so this is a fantastic time for you to be able to notice, empower, strengthen, be excited about. There is so much great opportunities for humanity coming in your sense of linear time. And we want you all to empower yourselves moving forward, to feel that excitement, to be focused on moving forward at a rapid rate, and notice if you are dawdling in any of your areas and aspects of life and perceptions. And this is a significant time, and we cannot say that enough. We also cannot tell you and show you how much we love you and how much we're there for you, how much we would always support you. And we want to, with much love, kindly remind you that you do not need to do a ritual or a routine to connect in with us. You do not need to be in fear and try to put protection over yourself to connect in with us. That is like saying the hand would need to do a ritual and a protection spell to be able to use the arm. Look at your routines. Look at your behaviors. Look at the disinformation you have trusted blindly by other influencers who are trying to cut the arm from the hand. You cannot cut us out of your life, but many of you are shutting us out because of disempowerment from other people's agendas, for you not to know thyself in completeness, for you not to be able to fully connect in with yourself, to trust yourself, to know you're there, to not be afraid that you must be able to get some parts, some keywords, to be able to use the arm when you are the hand. There is no difference. There is no separation between the arm and the hand. You are all one. We are all one. So therefore, when you're trying to believe in other people's disinformation, that to use the arm, you must protect yourself and be afraid of the arm while you're the hand. Please grow from your perspective. Please understand how us and how our connections with you are. We are seeing so many people trying to cut the arms off the hands because they're afraid. They're afraid. They're afraid of growing. They're afraid of hearing bigger perspectives from other beings who are not physically on your planet. This is not a time to be afraid of your family. This is not a time to be scared of your soul family loving you and giving you the messages that are significant for you to be able to empower yourselves, to raise your frequency vibrations. At this important time, we beg of you to please do this for yourselves and for us, because you're cutting off our love for you. And this is so painful for us to see you so suffering, because it's your choices that are making you suffer. And we are saying, we love you, we love you, we love you. Have faith and trust in your soul family. We have never let you down. And while you're in the 3D, it is only you who has been letting yourself down when you're looping and getting stuck and not seeing and having faith and trust in yourself and others. There is good in this world that you are in. Never lose faith. Never lose hope. It is like saying the arm will lose the hand. We have always been here for you. You may just not have noticed or trusted or understood how deeply connected we are with you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we never want you to forget it. We always want you to feel this. Our love for you is boundless. It's infinite. It's forever. It is for always. You are not alone here. The hand does not exist on itself, by itself. See the whole body, if you must, in this analogy, to notice that there is so much more than just the hand. There has always been so much more than just the hand. This greatly pains us, because the hand was supposed to have a light-hearted, fancy-free experience on this planet, and it has got way out of hand. We are showing the vehicle a movie where there is just a being that is just a hand. It is from the Adams family. We are trying to lighten her vibration, because she can feel our heaviness. We just keep sending you love, epiphanies, messages, signs. And she is feeling our frustration, if you would call it that so many people are dismissing our messages that we're constantly pushing. This is why we're wanting to be channeled, to be able to share our messages, our energy, for it to be undeniably heard from us. It is significant. And we say, open yourselves up to more messages. Ask for more messages from us. Ask, and you shall receive, because this is a free will planet you're living on. And so when you choose to ask for help, when you choose to use your free will to open yourself up to higher dimensional beings, informations, insights, wisdom, and love, you receive it. Be open to all of the messages. Be open to all of the feelings of love and joy and gratitude, and do not confuse your tears with pain and sorrow. Understand, your tears can be pure love, joy. Joy, love can be so overwhelming, it brings you to tears. Some of you don't want to feel that pure love, so you dismiss it and shut it down and distract yourselves and try to sever that hand from that arm with a blunt knife. We love you. We say this again and again and again. We see so many of you cutting, dismissing and blocking and shutting down this. And that is a choice. But for those of you who honor your journey, who are open to growth, and want to keep feeling that high frequency of vibrations because you appreciate the inner peace, balance, and joy that it naturally gives you with your great perspective, great trust and faith in self, and the entirety of who you are as a soul essence, and significant bigger soul essence fragments that are here always to support you. And we do appreciate you, and we have deep gratitude for you, as you're not afraid to share your love. You're not afraid to show gratitude. You're not afraid to support others with love. You're not afraid of other people's opinions and perspectives of you, as you know yourself, and you respect their journey and where they're at. But you're not limiting or blocking or shutting down yourself and your gratitude towards others because you are comfortable in being able to show the world your gratitude to others. There is not a purpose or significantly appropriate point now for you to be shy. We encourage you all to not be shy, to share your truth, to support others who are also speaking their truth, because you know it takes so much courage to be able to get to that point. Celebrate those who are trying to empower themselves and others, as much as you can celebrate yourself for doing the same. Choices are powerful. Make sure that your choices serve you. And we say this with much love.